Oh no, we're live. We're fine.
We are live. Hello, and welcome to
I hate
E3
Twitch so much sometimes.
2013. How are you all doing? Brandon, be sure to mute the stream audio of like EA just in case something happens. Be sure to mute them. So that was EA.
What a time to be. Well, here's the
That
thing.
was EA.
Thank you, first off, for sticking with us through some technical difficulties and troubleshooting.
Mm-hmm.
This is our very first time doing a live broadcast of this sort.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
But yeah, so as Brandon's making his way back, let's get right into it.
Okay.
I like Star Wars. I feel like that was kind of the only thing.
Really?
That was
yeah,
it? That's all that
that was
interested you?
kind of it.
That a way out game didn't give you a way out of the conference?
Ew. I mean, everything else, like, there was Madden,
Roasted.
there was NBA, there was Need for, like, there wasn't that much.
I like Need for Speed though. I
Yeah.
did.
I mean, I wasn't here for that part. I was trying to do tech stuff, but
Oh, okay.
For me, Need for Speed was interesting because I'm always interested in those racing games.
Yeah.
Well, you're
but-
interested in all games,
yeah.
but
I'm not, no. I mean, the Need for Speed and Battlefront 2 were two things I was very excited to see, but the majority of this conference was, again, that boring EA whatever. And, like, granted, you could expect that, but it felt like this was a technical showcase of Frostbite once
It
again.
did.
As it
It
is
kinda looked like
every
that.
single
Yeah.
year. Like, they stress too much what their games look like
All right,
and
we're
not
good.
what they play like. So it's just, I don't know. It's become this revolving door of just, I don't care. So,
I mean, we did see a lot of Battlefront.
Brandon's
we
back.
did.
We saw
30 minutes worth.
30 minutes of it, in fact.
Yeah.
It looked really good. The hero system is good. The pickups are good. The weapons seem good. The abilities
The
seem
DLC
good.
is the biggest part of that.
Yeah,
though.
free
I'm,
DLC.
I'm shocked that they're does this mean the season pass is gone?
It's just a free season pass now.
Well, I'm just thinking like Titanfall came out after Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 had a premium pass. They're still doing the premium pass stuff. Is Titanfall 2, even though it didn't sell as well as they wanted to, setting a precedent for the rest of EA?
I mean,
Like-
I think so because the people that did buy it and did play it, I mean, they reacted extremely positively to
Yeah.
the new feature. So I mean, I think even though it was a small kind of like audience and like a small test group, it was a huge amount of positivity.
The thing is with EA, they are the company that they're one of those companies that will try to get as much money as they can out of you, like with
Yeah.
the DLC policy. So I'm really wondering, are they going to make this like a cosmetic only thing, like Battlefield 1 is? Like Battlefield 1 still has a season pass, but like all the micro DLC for them is just cosmetics.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
it's buying crates.
I think the other thing they saw was that people playing Battlefield 1 really, one, didn't do the cosmetic thing with microtransactions, and two, didn't really buy the season pass because it was too much for too little.
Yeah.
So I think, and they're also like, looking at Titanfall and looking just at the general kind of reaction to season passes and paid DLC and microtransactions, and maybe seeing it that if they keep pushing this stuff, people will stop buying it.
Yeah.
And they have kind of stopped buying it. They stopped buying Battlefield
That's
1.
what I've done with the past 3 Battlefields. Is I
Yeah.
just wait until the DLC is free a year and a half later, and then I just play with my friends.
I mean, I think like you're right. EA is the company that they go where the money is. I think looking at the data, this is where it is now.
Yeah.
Is giving your audience free content that isn't as big as paid DLC, but it's still it's free and it's good, so people will buy the game more often and they'll keep playing it.
Brandon, what were your thoughts on the conference?
I'm interested in Anthem because
Oh,
BioWare.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of BioWare.
Dead Space.
It looked like Pacific Rim, but with smaller suits, and I want to know
Fallout
more.
suits.
I'm glad they teased their game at EA just so people tune into Xbox. That
Yeah.
was really funny.
That was pretty
Who does that?
I mean, Xbox is the next press conference. It's up and it's
Yeah.
going.
but like, why
but-
not just
Yeah,
show
yeah.
them?
Just show it there, yeah.
That was
It
a
was
weird
kind of
thing to
like,
do.
here's a little bit. Now come back later, and then it was like, no, I want to see the rest.
You can stop watching EA's conference now and just wait for Microsoft.
But that was such like
Yeah.
a weird break in the flow. Because okay, so EA's flow seems to be talk, quick trailer, talk, quick trailer. Another talk about exactly what we just said. Here's another trailer that's saying exactly what I just said about what we just said. Trailer, talk. Like the pacing is
Gameplay.
terrible.
It's not. It's not
EA
the
doesn't
best
know how to
pacing.
do conferences.
And it's just, I mean, conferences were made to be showcases for shareholders, right?
Yeah.
But EA has developed into this thing that is more of a type of fan service. And that's why Sony succeeds so well. Because you know what shareholders like? Money. And you know how you get that money? By appeasing your fans, okay?
he knows his stuff.
And
Playing
it's-
Kendrick
It's
on
simple economics.
Basketball.
Yeah, just be humble.
Be humble. What do you guys think about Prison Break?
Um,
I mean, it was
I
an
don't
interesting
know.
trailer. That guy talking about it too much ruined it for me.
It's a cool
Yeah.
concept, a game about breaking out of prison.
And it was
mean,
co-op. It was.
And the graphics looked like I made a joke, you know, they kind of looked like Last of Us and Uncharted graphics, and looked like
Yeah.
an Uncharted game. It didn't really look like anything new though. Like it didn't look like Anthem, which is something that's new. It just
Yeah,
kinda looked
that's a
like,
complete. Well, I
the
guess they're both
standard,
new
like-
IPs, but
yeah. It just like standard like co-op game, you know.
But like, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was a fantastic game when it came out, and it's that this Hazelight Studio is apparently a combination of that studio and some indies at EA that like
Yeah.
teamed up. So I'm optimistic about it, but it wasn't something that I was like, wow, like that's on the top of my list right now.
Yeah.
Especially with all the things we're gonna get announced this week.
for those of us that don't know, what was Brothers of Tale of Two Sons?
It was essentially that, but you were two little kids in like a fantasy land, and
Yeah,
it was
you get
another,
medicine for your
it was
sick
another
dad.
co-op game.
Your
Yeah,
sick mom.
essentially the
One of
sick
them.
dad.
Sick
Oh,
dad,
okay.
yeah.
So
You played as a small one and a big one. The big one could carry things, but
there
the small
was
one
an
was
older
small.
brother and a little brother. That's, yeah, that's how it works.
the small one was small.
The small one was small. Breathtaking gameplay. It was.
Breathtaking descriptions, John. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
know, I know.
Alex,
So-
what was the highlight
Oh, yeah.
of the show for you?
For me, honestly, it was Star Wars. Like
Yeah.
everyone tuned
mean,
in to
yeah.
watch Star Wars.
Of
Like
course, of course.
everyone.
well,
That was the point of it.
I tuned in for BioWare.
But that's because that's you. But
Would you guys would have wanted more story from Battlefront? Because we didn't see that much story.
we
in the
didn't.
game.
Did we see any story?
We saw
I-
a
we
couple,
just
we saw
got
some
rehashed.
cutscenes.
I mean,
Yeah.
the lead actress came out, who's the lead actress in the campaign, and she told us like this is what's going to be in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but we didn't get any more inclination as to like what her backstory
Specific
is. And like
details, yeah.
maybe they'll do that down the line. We have Gamescom coming up in
Maybe we'll
July.
do that at the
August.
Microsoft.
Maybe
Yeah.
her acting was part of the story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, the weird thing though is that the Microsoft conference we're going to see BioWare's new IP, right? Anthem.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is Sony exclusive stuff. Like there's a bunch
Oh,
they've
true.
partnered with Sony. So like EA is kind of the we go to the highest bidder type of person. Like
Yeah.
they're not all one. Like Ubisoft, generally speaking, is no, I guess they're not. Because Ubisoft has the Division and has the Tom Clancy games that work with Xbox, but they have Assassin's Creed and the Watch Dogs series work with PlayStation. So I guess it's kind of the same thing for third parties. But yeah, I guess we'll see more at the other conferences.
Hopefully we
Um,
will.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I want
so-
BioWare to do something right.
Yeah. Any last like
Again.
general overall thoughts of the
It was
conference? before
really
we grade?
boring with some highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Agreed.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, the things they were talking about
Yeah.
were interesting, but like the
I-
talking part sucked.
Too much
I mean, I
talking.
think it's harder for
Too much
third
talking.
parties to kind of do these kind of conferences because they don't have much. Like we didn't actually see that much.
I know. I
in
don't
all
think.
honesty.
I don't
I mean,
think
they
it
could
was-
have reduced the length of the
But yeah,
conference.
make
Yeah,
the
yeah.
conference 35 minutes instead of an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and just go, go, go.
Like
And
I
then-
didn't need like the full overplay of NBA 2K, Spike Lee Joint Jam.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
need
need
to see
Men in
Jordans.
Blazers.
Like I don't care.
NBA 2K18 live.
I mean, although I
Men
will
in
say, you know, I'm
Blazers.
not a fan of sports games, so maybe they want that. I don't know.
Go
I really
figure.
don't
No,
know.
but it's become this thing where like it's an ongoing meme with third parties, and like Konami used to be the worst back in the day
Yeah.
when they did it, but like Ubisoft gets Aisha Tyler, and she comes in every year,
Tells
and
bad
she
jokes.
has the worst jokes possible
Yeah.
lined up for her. EA comes out every year, and you have a bunch of Swedish guys be like, "We are working on this amazing thing," and they say that for 30 minutes straight,
All over
and then
the
it's just
place.
a technical showcase of what
Frostbite.
the graphics look like.
Yeah.
Like I understand you make a bunch of annual franchises. Just show us gameplay. Just
Yeah.
show us what's new, and let us go.
There's too much
Please
talking.
let us
I
leave.
totally agree.
Too much talking.
Because everybody who wants to see that technical aspect will tune in for that.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I don't think it was the worst E3 conference I've ever seen. I'd probably give it like,
It was better than E3's, or it was better than EA's last year.
oh yeah.
No,
I give that like a C plus maybe.
Oh, that's a D. It's a solid
D?
D. It's not a D minus like it was last year.
I'd
but
give
it's
that like
solid
a
D.
3 out of 10.
Yeah.
3 out of 10. Got a couple of different scoring systems going on.
This is my first E3 I've
Yeah,
seen,
go-
so
go
like,
ahead.
but I know like from seeing it, like, yeah, no, that was boring.
That was boring. Yeah. it
The
was
only
boring.
interesting part were the trailers and the gameplay, and
Yeah.
so
Well, I mean,
What,
even
what's
in the
one
game,
more rating system we can get?
like yeah, it was not mediocre. It was less than mediocre.
less than that.
That's my
Yeah.
Likert scale kind of thing.
So overall, boring.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we can say.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
tagline for this EA boring.
Boring.
Any other closing thoughts before we sign off?
Serviceable.
Serviceable.
Not even. It
Serviceable?
was like unserviceable.
No, yeah.
Unserviceable.
Robots.
Robots.
Stop bringing YouTubers on to be every part, especially Jesse Wellens. Oh my God, please don't. Like, he's the dude from the BF
Prank versus
versus
Prank.
GF.
Prank versus
Yeah, I just like, he forgot everything he was supposed to say, which was hilarious.
I mean, I Justine was
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
yeah.
but
I forgot about
Justine's
that.
like a big professional in the industry, and she's been doing a lot of like she's worked with EA before or whatever.
Yeah, she knows.
She was good. She was
Stone
good.
Mountain plays Battlefield all the time.
Yeah, he
Great,
knows his
have him
stuff,
talk
yeah.
and do that stuff. Don't bring in some random YouTuber because he has a lot of followers and has nothing to do with
Yeah,
it.
he's not even like related to video games in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and like I don't want to be like super exclusive, like you don't play video games on your channel, but like he had no idea what he was doing.
I mean, like,
He
at
was like,
certain
"I played Call
points,
of
like
Duty once."
you kind of need to.
Yeah.
You know, it's a video game conference. You should
Yeah.
probably know what video games
yeah,
are.
just
Yeah.
I mean, it just added, it kind of added to the cringe.
Like when
factor.
they brought Snoop and like Zac Efron on last
I
year.
could see
like-
Snoop. I couldn't see Zac Efron.
Snoop and Wiz play hella video games though.
No, but that was just like,
Like-
weird.
It was kind of weird.
No,
it
it
was
was
like
weird.
Zac Efron. That.
And then the
Oh.
what was it?
Tuned in
The,
last year.
the commentating over Star Wars Battlefront.
I
was
didn't
just
like that.
That was also weird.
I just want to hear
Ah.
the games. I want to hear
Yeah.
the music. I want to hear the.
If- I feel like-
the shoots.
Talking about music, that new Star Wars track.
Yeah.
That was good.
Dope.
That was
I
good.
loved
That was
it.
John Williams. I
I'm
assume.
excited for
was
that
good.
official soundtrack release.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be good.
So I guess overall the synopsis, as we said before, is just
Star
what
Wars was good.
what was in there was good. It's just everything around it was bleh.
Yeah, the Star Wars was good. Everything else was who cares.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hey, Anthem.
He liked
Hey.
I like
Okay, yeah.
I like Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Like it's all right. But yeah, come on,
Yeah.
EA.
Come on,
we know
be
you
better.
can do better.
I believe
Can they
this concludes Birds of Play coverage of our first E3 conference.
Yeah.
EA. What we got tomorrow lined up?
Tomorrow we got Microsoft at
Microsoft.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. So check out for the early show
Yeah.
at like
and then
5:40
late tomorrow night, I guess.
4:44.
445.
Late tomorrow night at around 11:45, we're gonna do our pre-show for Bethesda's, and it's gonna be the pajama show.
The pajama
Join us in
show.
your pajamas. We're gonna be here till 2 a.m. We'll hope you'll join us too.
Please.
We're gonna die.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so
today.
much for watching.
We're gonna awkwardly cut out and turn off our
Yeah.
mics, and then go in the back and turn it off because we don't have enough
Oh,
crew.
wait, Brandon, plug it. We gotta say our names. I'm Johnson Tyler McCrone, signing off with.
Alex Torres Perez.
Logan Anstead.
Brandon Diaz.
Thanks for watching Birds of Play.
All right, now let's awkwardly get up and Tristan cut our mics.
This is what I've been doing for 3 months.
Tristan, cut the